So JP's out of maintenance. You can do the new Super Battle Road as well as the challenge event. Right now, we're going to go through into the details of the new World Tournament EZAs and World Tournament Awakening that's coming out when the JP World Tournament starts in less than 24 hours. As you can see, the countdown has begun. If you guys want to watch me grind on the World Tournament, I'll be live at twitch.tv/JPhanta. So check me out over there. It's the only time I'm streaming on Twitch these days. But without further ado, let's get into the details of each of these characters. And if you guys do enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit the 100,000 subscriber milestone. So let's start off with the Awakening for the Int's future Gohan. He's originally an SSR, now he's a TUR with this Awakening. His leader skill is Int types 3 key, stats plus 90%. He raises attack infinitely, raises defense for 1 turn, and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Passive skills 120% attack and defense. Attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. An additional 2 key and 80% attack and defense and high chance to stun the attacked enemies when facing an android's category enemy. 2 key, medium chance of performing a critical hit. And an additional 30% defense when performing a super attack when there is a Future Saga category ally whose name includes Trunks on the team. So he's actually pretty decent for a TUR. He's not going to be outstanding. Nothing like he's going to carry you into like Red Zone Brawly or anything like that. But he has really good potential when he eventually gets his EZA years down the line. He's just kind of right now in that weird spot of only being good versus androids, just like the superhero Gohan that we have for free to play. I kind of think of him as like a miniature version of that. Maybe he's even better. I'm not too sure until I've tried him out. Next up, we're looking at AGL Beerus. He EZAs. And now for his lead skill, recovers 2000 HP per key sphere obtained. Okay. And then raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers defense on the 12th key. Passive skill is attack and defense 120%. Another 120% attack and defense when performing a super attack, which is good. An additional 60% attack starting from the next turn after receiving 2 or more attacks. Okay, some extra free damage. Performs an additional attack, which has a high chance of becoming a super attack, starting from the next turn after receiving 4 or more attacks. Guards all attacks when all allies attacking in the same turn are in Exploding Rage category. So he has Guaranteed Guard in Exploding Rage. I think that is great because Exploding Rage needs more buffs. So the fact that he's somewhat decent is very good. It does limit him to what categories he can be in. And unfortunately, he doesn't get a majority of his defense until he supers. So even though he does guard all attacks, he's more of like a second, third slot unit still. Because 120% attack and defense, regardless of his decent stats that he does get for EZAing. It's not going to cut it out for like tougher events. But when he post-supers, it's actually going to be really nice. But then post-supering, he can't get his additional attack until later on, which is pretty tough. So kind of weird, but still very, very good. Regardless, just because of how, you know, free-to-play is usually a second, third slot unit anyway position. It would have been nice if he was a first slot unit, of course, for me. But I can see that this is still a very decent EZA. Next up is the GT Super Saiyan Goku. Probably one of the few cards that I'm super excited to see because he's definitely one of the worst World Tournament cards pre-EZA. So let's see what he's got now. STR and Tech Leader for 3 key and 90% stat boost. Raises defense for 1 turn and raises all allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. Pretty cool. Attack and defense 150%. And additional attack and defense 100% for 5 turns after first appearance. And additional attack defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. Medium chance to evade enemies' attacks. Key plus 3 and additional 30% chance to evade enemies' attack when there's another Space Traveling Warriors category ally attacking in the same turn. It's okay. I don't know how much defense he's gonna get, but it looks pretty decent so far. And he has a medium chance built into that in dodging. So second, third slot unit again, which I'm completely fine with. An additional attack plus 20% up to 80% and chance to perform a critical hit plus 10% up to 40% with each attack evaded. Pretty good, so you can focus on the additional super attacks, which is all good. I would have liked to see Goku to be a first slot unit because there's not many actually free-to-play Gokus that are first slot worthy, but still, this is cool combination. You can use him as well as the Tech Pan if you're still using Tech Pan. And the next up we have is the GT Vegeta. And his leader skill is all types key plus 3, attack and defense, and HP plus 70%. Raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. So that looks really good. 6 turns is a long time, so he could stack up really nicely. Attack and defense 120%, and additional attack defense 60% when performing a super attack. Guards all attacks for 1 turn from first appearance, which is pretty cool. Very Dokkan Fest exclusive-like. An additional defense plus 80% and high chance to guard all attacks as the first attacker in the turn. It's kind of like the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku 8th Anniversary LR, where they get more defense in the first slot, and then they get more attack in the second or third for the 40% attack. Kind of miniature version of them, right? An additional attack plus 80% when performing a super attack, and medium chance to perform a critical hit when there's a Shadow Dragon Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, which should be pretty easy. So good things about him: high chance to guard all attacks, although he's in the first attacking slot, and he doesn't. And in terms of first appearance, though, he won't get as much defense. You kind of need to stack a little bit, so it does take a little bit of time for him to be nice. And of course, it's a high chance to guard, so it's pretty risky, and it's a big amount of defense boost that if you put him in the second or third slot, he might be defensively weak. We'll have to check him out when I showcase him, if I do pull the final copy that I need for him. All I just wish for was he wasn't locked into the first slot for a chance to guard. Or he kept his defense plus 80% in the second or third attacking slot, at least. And then finally, we have the Tech Demon King Piccolo, who EZAs as the Dragon Ball Saga banner representation to EZA. For his leader skill, Tech, Int, and STR types, 3 key and 80% HP attack and defense. Super attack is greatly raised attack for 1 turn, with a medium chance to stun the enemy. Extreme class ally support for 3 key and 30% attack and defense. When all allies attacking the same turn, extreme class allies, medium chance to guard all attacks, and an additional 10% attack and defense to all allies. So he's actually a 40% extreme class support. You're most likely going to run a full extreme team anyway with this guy. And then attack defense plus 40% for each extreme class ally on the team. So that means, including himself, he's going to have a 280% attack and defense. Then the support, so 320% attack and defense. And then an additional defense, 100%, and it's attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns when performing a super attack. So, if you have all those conditions activated, that's actually really good, especially post-super. Unfortunately, he doesn't have raised defense on his SA, but the fact that he pretty much double his defense on super attack is kind of insane. I'd say post-super, he's looking at like 400,000 plus defense, because without that, his starter turn defense is pretty minuscule because it's not all calculated separately. But this defense 100% when super attacking is really nice. And he's a support, so he's actually really strong. So these batch of World Tournament units are really awesome, very solid, much better than the previous set. If I was to rank them all right now from best to worst, I'd probably go with Demon King Piccolo first, just because he's more usable than anyone on this team, with Mar Jr. being a present #1 unit. Then Beerus, even though Exploding Rage is not the best for free-to-play, still the fact that he can get Guaranteed Guard is awesome. Then Vegeta, if you stack him enough, he might be looking defensively good. Then Goku, and then, of course, the Gohan, just because he's not an EZA and restricted to really androids right now. But he could potentially be really, really awesome down the line. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all the Tier 2 members on screen right now. Appreciate you guys' support. If you want to become a member, link in the description as always, or click on the join button. As always, we have daily content here on the channel. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video as always.